We have anime leakers in big trouble, Bleach news, ReZero news, Attack on Titan announcement, and much more anime and manga news, so let's dive into it. The first news that we're going to cover today is the fact that anime leakers, they're getting attacked by the Japanese government and US companies to the point where it's definitely in the courts right now. And if you guys think that this is not a big deal, trust me guys, it gets a lot worse, because for the first time ever, an US court has issued an order to disclose the personal information of X, which is known as Twitter, leaker accounts in relation to Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer. The Copyright Protection Association CODA is currently investigating leaks related to other anime series as well. And similarly to the entire fiasco that we covered a few days ago, which was relating to piracy, this time it seems as though the US-based companies, along with the Japanese and the Japanese government, they are trying to now basically sue to get the information of the people who are leaking the anime clips, specifically from Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer. So if you have ever seen anybody post like a opening to the anime very early before the official release, stuff like that, they are trying to get those people. And if you guys think that this is not a big deal and nothing's gonna happen because, you know, people live overseas, they're protected, oh trust me guys, it goes way deeper than this and we're gonna cover it. So the information that I'm gonna share is from a Japanese website which was translated to English, and I basically got the summary of it. So we're gonna see exactly what is going on. And the article is titled US Court Discloses Information About Leak Account of Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen in First Case of Japanese Anime Related Leaks. And it reads, a US court has issued a groundbreaking order to disclose the source information of leak accounts related to the anime series Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen. This is the first time a US court has acted on a Japanese anime related leak. Aniplex and Toho, members of the Content Overseas Distribution Association, we mentioned that previously, sought this order due to unauthorized distribution of pre-broadcast anime content on social media. The court's order, issued on August 20th of this year and executed on August 30th, requires revealing the identities behind these leak accounts. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, they want your information. Videos and images from the anime Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen, which should not have been publicly available before their official release, were posted without permission on the social networking site X, formerly Twitter. These unauthorized posts were widely shared and viewed, which caused them a lot of eyeballs, a lot of hype, and potentially a lot of money. So you know these companies are irate, they're beside themselves. Because let's be real, if somebody leaks information about the anime ahead of time, when the company does release information, they're not gonna get the same people who already saw the information already. Because even in the manga leak world, there's a lot of people who only read the leaks and they don't go and read the official release of that manga chapter. So think about that. It's costing these companies a lot of money and they're not having it. Coda gathered information and evidence on accounts leaking Japanese anime content, leading to the first US court subpoena for sender information in such cases. They are now investigating similar leaks, collaborating with rights holders, and aiming to take strict actions and impose severe penalties on those responsible. That sounds intimidating, doesn't it? Now you might live somewhere across the world. You might live in England, India, wherever you live, and you might say, well, I'm not in the US, this doesn't apply to me. Not so fast, because guess what, it does. And I'm gonna let Manga Mogra explain why this is a big deal and why you should be concerned. And it reads, it's not about the prosecution in the US. Twitter is an US company. They need to get told by a US court to hand over the information that they have, which is your information. If you, for example, have a X premium or something like that, the personal and payment data related to it, when the Japanese companies have that personal info, they can seek prosecution in, for example, India or any other country via a local court or law firm. So basically, if you have signed up to Twitter and you have given them your information, whether you try to get Twitter premium or you just signed up with the email account, they can request that information. A court court in the US can request that information from Twitter, and then when the Japanese get that information, they can sue you in your country. Now, tell me, you go on Twitter, you see somebody leak something early. Now, you want the clout from it. You want to get some eyeballs on your post. Now, you get that leak and repost it or what have you. Then you're telling me that you can go to jail potentially just for doing something like that? Ah, hell no. Hell no. So you're telling me that all you did was saw a picture, you decided to post it, and now you're on a list to go to prison to get sued? Hell no. That's basically what it is. That's basically as simple as I can put it. If you repost a leaked image, there's a possibility that you may be put on a list as a leaker, and maybe the Japanese company can sue you depending on your country and whether your country decides to cooperate with the Japanese government. Isn't that wild? So that's where we're at, guys. Now, if you thought that was bad, I want you guys to hear this part out. And the guys who compiled this information, they are the real MVPs, and I always leave the source. Because guess what? Upon requesting access to the documents filed against the alleged anime leakers, this is what this guy found. Toho and Aniplex, two extremely large Japanese anime production companies, and they have US subsidiaries also, have submitted an application to subpoena Twitter for information of accounts posting leaks. 12 accounts were listed and named, and the application for the subpoena names 3 ways they were identified. Now listen up. Number 1, unauthorized and infringing posts of images of the episodes prior to the release date. Number 2, intentionally incorrect information in the credits to catch leakers. And number 3, watermarks that were baked into the episode to catch the source of the leaks. So basically what happened is that they sometimes gave out wrong information in the episodes, and then they used that to trace where the leaks came from. So that's smart. Now this is the important part. From the 12 accounts they are looking for, all the documents that show the name of the users, their emails, including emails used for recovery purposes, their phone numbers, all payment methods registered, all account access login information such as the IP address, access type, and more. These are the information that the Japanese government is looking for, guys. So I just want you guys to think about that. If you think you're safe, you're not. And I want to put up the leakers so you guys understand how serious this is. And a lot of people were saying that, look, these people, some of them aren't even leakers, but the ways in which the company are using to catch the leakers, that's how these people fall prey. And they might not be the original leakers or who the Japanese are looking for, but just like that, they are on a list. Now, do you want to end up on a list? You probably don't want to end up on this list, right? So that's the point. You don't want to see anime related stuff on Twitter that you know is a leak and then repost it, or take a screenshot then post it to get a little bit of engagement on your account. Don't do it, guys. So that's the point. It's not worth going to jail over this shit. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm not going to jail. No. Not over no goddamn leak. Now my thoughts on all this is that it's not worth going to jail over this shit. It's not worth it, guys. No. And I get it, leakers, some of them make money. I'm just letting you guys know. Some of them make money. And you have to think about the perspective of like these companies who are losing money. If it were you who were these companies, would you want somebody to leak the information ahead of time and then it probably costs you some money? Of course not. So the whole leaking thing, I'm not against or for it. I understand why it exists. However, it does more harm than good in my opinion. At some point, I would like to have a series on anime, and I would not want my pockets to get affected because of leaks. So I can understand why they would come after people like this. Again, guys, don't post leaks. If you see any information regarding an anime that you know is ahead of time and you're like, should I post it? Don't post it. No, don't do it. It's not worth it. Next up, if you're a ReZero fan, this piece of information is going to get you excited because ReZero Season 3 is listed with 16 episodes. The Attack Arc, which will be 8 episodes with a special premiere episode of 90-minute long, which is not a surprise because a lot of anime have been doing movie-length premieres recently to get a lot of attention, and it's working, which will be October the 2nd of this year. And then the Counter Attack Arc, which will also be 8 episodes long from February the 5th, 2025. So look out, guys. It's gonna be 16 episodes. It's not gonna be 24, but a 16 episode season, and hopefully it's good. I'm not really into ReZero like that. I have not watched season 2 in completion. Maybe I will pick it up back. I didn't like it, but only time will tell. Moving on. Attack on Titan fans, we have some follow-up news for you guys, and it seems as though they're planning something, and I don't know if it's going to be major, but let's read it, because Attack on Titan will announce a new project on September the 9th, 2024 to celebrate the manga 15th anniversary. Is this going to be a one-shot? Is this going to be a continuation of the series? Will Isayama finally fix the ending and give us a proper ending? Probably not, but you can look out for that. So September the 9th, we'll get to find out what the hell Attack on Titan has going on. The next set of news that we have is that Bleach, The 1,000 Years Blood Wars Part 3, the Conflict anime, will share a new information on September the 8th. Who knows what it's going to be? I have no idea. I haven't even watched the second season of Bleach, so I don't know what's going on or what this could be, but just look out for some news to be announced on September the 8th. And now it's time for us to move on to the next segment, which will be our anime announcement news. And this is going to be an update for our news that I already covered, which will be Loner Life in Another World, because we got an update that Loner Life in Another World will premiere on September the 26th. 2024, not in October that was previously stated. So on September 26th, the first episode of A Loner Life in Another World will drop, and this looks like it's gonna be like a harem, I don't know, but it looks like it's gonna be fun, and I will be there. This next piece of announcement news you may have already heard, but in case you didn't, I'm just gonna cover it again, because we got a new key visual for the Arcane season 2, the final season, which is scheduled for November on Netflix. This will be the last season of Arcane, and you already know that some of the episodes were leaked already, so I don't know if you already saw that, but if you didn't, don't go and watch any crappy version of it. Just wait until November to see and experience Arcane in its fullness. Hopefully it's good. I don't know, but the first season was good though. So remember, it's in November on Netflix, guys. Make sure you're there to see greatness. Dragon Ball fans, are you guys excited for the new anime that's supposed to air very soon? I'm not, but if you are, that's cool. I got the scoop on when it's gonna air, and I wish they would bring back Dragon Ball Super, but you know I'm asking for too much apparently. So Dragon Ball Daima will start airing from October the 11th of this year. So if you guys want to see more Goku, more Vegeta, it's gonna be on October the 11th. Will this be good? Who knows? Could be, or it could just be, you know, just fan service, but the story is lacking. I have no idea, but they need to bring back Dragon Ball Super. That's just my opinion. And now it's time for us to move on to the next segment, which will be our movie announcement news. And the first news that we're going to cover will be, you guessed it, no you didn't guess it, stop. It's going to be some Spy Family news, and if you weren't aware, Spy Family Code White is finally on Crunchyroll right now. So if you're not a part of the pirate army and you know you want to pay Crunchyroll because you have that money, it's on Crunchyroll for you to enjoy with your family, because you already know it's going to be some family friendly movie. So if you want to watch it by yourself or with your family, it's on Crunchyroll for you to enjoy. So have at it, guys, have at it. Next up, we have another anime movie announcement, and I'm bringing this to you guys' attention in case this movie comes in theaters to the west, because an original anime called Fureru by Anohana creators, a new trailer is there. The animation studio working on this movie is Cloverworks, and the release date will be October the 4th. Will we get this movie in the West? I have no idea. And apparently this movie is about a human drama about 3 childhood friends in Tokyo connecting through a strange hedgehog-like creature. That doesn't sound very alluring to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that does not sound alluring, but who knows? Maybe it's good and I'm just overreacting, but look out for this movie in case it's something that you're interested in, I guess. It doesn't sound like my style of movie or anime. However though, I'm not gonna just write it off. If it comes over here to the West, maybe I'll watch it and maybe it's good, but that's to be seen. And now it is time for our manga news segment, and we have some interesting news regarding Jump Festa 2025. Now, if you don't know what Jump Festa is, it's basically an anime convention where they reveal the biggest news about your favorite series. So maybe you'll get an anime announcement, a movie announcement, some big event, something like that regarding your favorite series. So this event is something that all anime and manga fans should tune in to see if their favorite series will get an anime or a movie or something big. So basically what's going on is that they reveal the key visual for Jump Festa, and Jump Festa's date will be December the 21st to the 22nd of this year. So Jump Festa is divided up into 3 stages. We have the green stage, the blue stage, and the red stage. And from my understanding, the most important news typically comes from the blue stage and the red stage. The red stage being the biggest stage, blue stage being the second biggest stage, and the green stage is just where the regular news typically is announced. I'm not sure, but typically I know that in the red stage and sometimes the blue stage, you're likely to see some anime announcement or anime related news. So it's typically the most important news is saved for the red stage, and then sometimes the blue stage will have some pretty important news as well. With that said, we're going to look at each stage and see which series is scheduled to appear under those stages, and hopefully we get some good news when the time comes. So under the green stage, we're gonna see series like Akane Banashi, Moriarty the Patriot, Undead Unlock, The Elusive Samurai, Dr. Stone, Me and Roboko, and a gag manga, Biori. So those are the series that's going to be under the green stage, and I would not hold my breath and expect to hear any anime announcement whatsoever. However though, when the time comes, you'll see what they have in store, but I will not be surprised if we get no anime announcements for the green stage. The next stage that we have is the blue stage, and we're going to see series like Bleach, Gintama, Sakamoto Days, Dan, Witch Watch, Blue Box, Demon Slayer, Haikyuu, World Trigger, and Mission Yuzakura Family. Now, potentially we could see anime announcements in this stage, but I wouldn't really bet on it. However though, some of the series listed under this stage already have like an anime, already have a movie coming and stuff like that, so maybe we'll get like trailers or news that a series is continuing and stuff like that. So I would say look out for this stage, keep an eye on it. A lot of series that we all know is there, so maybe we'll get some good news under the blue stage. And the final stage at Jump Festa will be the red stage, and here's where we're gonna have some big hitters. We have series like Chainsaw Man, Spy Family, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, My Hero Academia, Kaiju Number 8, Dragon Ball, Prince of Tennis, Blue Exorcist, and Rurouni Kenshin. You're probably gonna get an anime announcement or a movie announcement or something big at this stage, so this is where the important news will be at. So when you're watching Jump Festa, make sure you tune into the red stage to see what they have in store. So that's the lineup. Remember, it will be on December the 21st to the 22nd. Look out for it and keep up to date, because if you're an anime and manga fan, this is the event that you need to tune into, and I believe they'll stream it. I don't know, maybe they'll stream it on YouTube, but only time will tell. The next piece of manga news that we have is about an anime that is currently airing, and it's pretty much bad news because My Wife Has No Emotion manga will go on an indefinite hiatus due to the stressful personal life situation of the author Jiro Sugiura. Now, we all know the manga industry is not easy. They signed up for the job, so I'm not one to feel sorry for somebody who knew what they're going into. So it is what it is. These things happen. They'll take a break and come back stronger, hopefully. So just understand that you'll see no more manga chapters for a while. But if Rory Dragon went on such a long hiatus and came back, I have faith that this series will come back eventually. And the last piece of manga news that we have is that Blue Exorcist by Kazue Kato will resume in Jump Square issue number 12 of this year on November the 4th. And we also got some anime news as well, because the first new anime core, Blue Exorcist Beyond the Snow Saga, will air October the 5th, 2024, and the second anime core, Blue Exorcist The Blue Knight Saga, will air in January 2025. Now, I don't know what this anime is about. I've never watched it, but I'm definitely gonna watch it because it seems cool. So I'm gonna watch it when it comes out. Again, look out for that. October the 5th will be the new season. With that said, it is time for us to dive into the next segment, which will be our manga sales news, and I'm going to talk about 2 series that I just mentioned a while ago and give you guys the sale figures of how these 2 manga are selling. So the first piece of news that we have is for Spy Family by Tatsuya Endo, and this series has reached 36 million copies in circulations with 14 volumes. That's a success. I don't think this series is going anywhere anytime soon with these much copies in circulation. I don't know exactly how much it has sold, but these figures are good. Big ups to Spy Family for conquering the manga market. And the last manga sales news that we have is for Akane Banashi, which I just mentioned, and it says Rakugo X Youth Drama Akane Banashi has 2 million copies in circulations for volumes 1 to 13, which is a stark contrast to the Spy Family one that we just covered, right? Now, will this get an anime? I think so. It's not bad. Not every series is going to be the Spy Family level, and I don't think this even has an anime to push it yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But look out for this series, and it's also at Jump Festa, so I don't think we're gonna get the anime announcement. Maybe I'm wrong, but we just have to wait and see. And now it's finally time for the segment that I'm most excited about, which is I'm Starving, and we're gonna look at some anime waifus and see whether we'd hit or not. So the first one that we're gonna have is this young lady on the screen. Oh my god. Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Well guys, I'm starving, bro.
Stay focused.
I'm going in, knee deep. I'm going in, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna save that picture for later. Alright, so the next one that we have is this waifu. I mean, look at, oh Lord have mercy. She can come and sit beside me, sit on top. Hey, she can come and sit anywhere on me right now. Oh yes.
What kind of fuck you give me?
Lord have mercy. Woo! She can come and sit on my face. Anyways, moving on. The last anime waifu that we have.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
I have nothing to say about this, guys. Do you hear that? Do you hear that knocking? Anyways, guys, tap the like button so we can get this video to other persons, and I'll see you guys in the next anime and manga news.